Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Yesu ashimwe.
Praise Jesus.
Ni Pastor Mugisha.
This is Pastor Mugisha.
Ndabakunda.
I love you.
Ndabishimira.
I love you.
Ndabizi mu nkunda namwe.
I know that you love me too.
Mwebwe mwese dukomeje gufatanya umurimo w'ivuga butumwa.
All of you whom we work together in this evangelism.
Imana iduhana umugisha.
May God bless us.
Kubera ko
because
uhinga
the one who goes to farm
agabana umugisha ungana n'ufira n'ubagarira n'uvomera.
Shares the blessing with the one who waters the land, who harvests with everyone.
Rero twese turi kimwe.
So we are all one.
Kandi umugisha w'Imana.
And the blessing of God.
Twese tugereho.
May the blessing of God be upon us.
Data mu izina rya Yesu.
Father, in the name of your Son.
Mana imenya byose.
The Father who knows everything.
Mana ikomeye.
Father that is strong.
Uri umukozi w'umuhanga.
You are a wise Father.
Uri Alpha na Omega.
You're the Alpha and the Omega.
Itangiriro n'iherezo.
You're the beginning and the end.
Ijambo ryawe ni rizima.
Your word is true.
Ukuboko kwawe ntikwaheze ngo unanirwe gukiza cyangwa se gukora.
Your word has never failed to reach us, to heal us or to work.
Nyemerera mwami Imana yanjye.
Allow me, Father.
Iri jambo rigiye gutambuka.
This word that we are going to give.
Yinjire mu matwi y'abenshi.
May it reach the ears of many.
Ribagumemo bakora icyo risohokeye.
May it remain there and then they do what it is supposed to do.
Kugira ngo
for
uburiganya bwa Satani.
For the power of the enemy
bwamburwa agaciro.
To be overthrown.
Mu izina rya Yesu.
In the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Amen.
Reka twihute cyane dusome ijambo riri mu itangiriro.
Let us read the word of God from Genesis.
Ibice ni 37.
Chapter 37.
Umurongo nuwa 17.
And then verse 37.
Ijambo rivuze iki?
The word says.
Ijambo riravuze ngo.
The word says.
Uwo mugabo aramusubiza ati baragiye ariko numvishe bavuga bati tujye Dotani. Yosefu akurikira bene se abasanga i Dotani. Bamwitegera akiri kure bamugira inama yo kumwica atarabigira hafi. Baravugana bati dore Karosi araje. Nuko nimuze tumwice tumujugunye mu rwobo rumwe muri izi zacukuriwe kubika amazi. Tuzavuge duti inyamaswa y'inkazi yaramuriye. Tuzamenya inzozi ze uko zizaba. Ruben arabyumva aramubakiza. Arababwira ati twe kumuhwanya kandi mwe kuvusha amaraso ahubwo mumujugunye muri uru rwobo ruri mu butayu ariko amaboko yanyu ye kumubaho kwari ukugira ngo amubakiza musubize se. Yosefu ageze kuri bene se bamwambura yakanzu ndende baramufata bamujugunya muri rwa rwobo kandi rwari mu busa nta mazi yararurimo. Bicazwa no kurya umutsima bubuye amaso babona itara ry'Abishimayeli bavuye i Galeyadi bagenda bafite ingamiya zihetse imibavu n'umuti wo muri Shangi babijyana muri Egiputa. Reka badusomere twumve.
Okay, let's read in English. Verse 17 says, and then the man said, they have gone away, for I heard them say, let us go to Dothan. So Joseph went after his brothers and found them at Dothan. Then they saw him from afar, and before he came near to them, they conspired against him to kill him. They said to one another, here comes this dreamer. Come now, let us kill him and throw him into one of the pits. Then we'll say that a fierce animal has devoured him, and we'll see what will become of his dreams. But when Reuben heard it, he rescued him out of their hands, saying, let us not take his life. And Reuben said to them, shed no blood, throw him into the pit here in the wilderness, but don't lay a hand on him, that he might rescue him out of their hand to restore him to his father. So when Joseph came to his brothers, they stripped him of his robe, the robe of many colors that he wore, and they took him and they threw him into the pit. The pit was empty, there was no water in it. 25. Then they sat down to eat, and looking up, they saw a caravan of Ishmaelites coming from Gilead with their camels bearing gum, balm, and myrrh on their way to carry it down to Egypt. Then Judah said to his brothers, what profit is it if we kill our brother and conceal his blood? Come, let us sell him to the Ishmaelites, and let not our hand be upon him, for he is our own brother and our flesh.
Hallelujah.
Amen. Amen.
Umutwe w'iri jambo uvuze iki?
What does the theme, the topic of this word say?
Uravuga ngo umugambi w'Imana ku buzima bwawe.
It talks about the purpose of God upon your life.
Nubwo baguhagurukira ngo bawurwanye.
Even when they stand up to fight against it.
Nta kizabuza Uwiteka gukora.
Nothing is going to stop God from working.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Iki ni igihe.
This is the time.
Umwana muto Yosefu.
The young child Joseph.
Yakuranye na bene se.
He grew up with his brethren.
Ari 12.
There was 12.
Niwe yari uwa 12.
And he was the 12th.
Igihe kimwe.
One time.
Bagira inzozi.
He had dreams.
Bagize inzozi.
They had dreams, and when they had dreams,
babona Yosefu abona barahagaze bose uko bava indimwe n'ababyeyi babo bose bari ku ruziga.
He had a dream, and he looked at them, and they were all standing in a circle.
Buri wese imbere ye aho ahagaze.
And all of them were standing before him.
Hari umuba w'inkwi.
And then there was a bunch of firewood.
Ariko ngo Yosefu agiye kubona.
And then when Joseph saw,
abona imitwaro y'abandi.
He looked at the burdens of the others.
Irimo iragwa.
And they were falling down.
Ndetse ikagwa imbere ya Yosefu.
And they were falling down before him.
Ariko agiye kubona.
And then he realized.
Abona umuba w'inkwi ziwe usigaye uhagaze.
He looked at his bunch of firewood standing.
Agiye kubona.
And then he saw.
Abona n'ukwezi nako kuramanutse n'izuba byikubise imbere.
He looked at the sun and the moon. They were also bowing down to him.
Nukuvuga ngo ukwezi n'izuba.
And so it means that this sun and the moon.
Byikubise imbere ya Yosefu.
They fell down before Joseph.
Bivuga mama we na papa we.
They were talking about his mother and his father.
Nukuvuga ngo izinkwi cyangwa se imitwaro y'inkwi yari hagaze imbere ya bene se wa Yosefu ikagenda yikubita imbere.
And then these bunches of firewood that were before his brethren, but then they were bowing down to him.
Ivuga ubusobanuro ubuzima cyangwa se umubare w'aba bene se ba Yosefu ko bazamwikubita imbere.
It talks about their lives and even their numbers and how they all would bow down to him.
Ariko Yosefu agasigara ahagaze nk'umuntu uhagaze ku cy'Imana yavuga.
But then Joseph will remain standing as someone who has spoken to God.
Hari ikintu Imana yasize mu buzima bwawe izagukiriza.
There's something that God has put in your life that will save you.
Bishobora kuba ari imbugirira abakene.
It could be the mercy that you give the poor.
Bishobora kuba ari ishyaka ugirira umurimo w'Imana.
It could be because of the love for the work of God.
Wabona umuntu ukeneye kuvuga ubutumwa bwiza.
When you see someone who wants to preach the gospel,
ukamuha ubufasha.
And then you support that person.
Kugira ngo abone aho abuvugira.
For that person to speak the gospel.
Birashoboka ko ari abakene ufasha.
It could be the poor that you help.
Icyo nzi cyo hari icyo Imana yasize mu buzima bwawe.
What I know is that there's something God has put in your life.
Kigomba kuzaguka cyane.
That will come out and sprout out.
Kikakugeza ku cyo Imana yagusigiye.
And then it will take you to what God has.
Nukuvuga ngo Yosefu uyu nguyu.
Meaning this Joseph that we see.
Akimara kurota inzozi.
After dreaming this dream.
Amenya ko umuhamagaro uri mu nzozi.
He realized that his plan of God upon his life was dreaming.
Kuko yarazirose ahabwa n'ubusobanuro bwo kuzirotora bwo kuzisobanura.
Because he was given these dreams and then he was also given the revelation to understand them.
Nukuvuga ngo now.
Meaning even
impano Imana yagusizemo.
The gift that God has given you.
Niba ari n'impano yo gufasha.
If it is a gift to
yaguhaye akazi kugira ngo ujye ubona ibyo utanga.
He has given you a job so that
niba ari n'impano yo gusenga.
If it's the gift of prayer.
Yaguhaye umwanya uhagije wo gusenga kugira ngo ube imbere yawe.
He has given you enough time to pray and be before him.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Nukuvuga ngo Yosefu.
Meaning that Joseph.
Akimara kuvuga ibintu abonye.
After saying all the things that he saw.
Ntabwo bigeze bamukunda.
They never loved him again.
Hari abantu bamenye iyerekwa ryawe.
There are people who have known your
batangira
revelation.
Kukurwanya.
And they have started fighting against you.
Birashoboka ko yaba na pasiteri wawe.
It could be your pastor.
Yabonye ko ugiye kuzamuka ku rundi rwego.
Who has seen you escalating.
Agatangira kukurwanya.
And he has started bringing you down.
Biranashoboka karuwo mukorana mu kazi ariko akaba ari imbere yawe.
It could be someone that you're working with but he's there before you.
Yabonye ko igihe kimwe bashobora ukamutora
he
ukamusimbura
realized that you could be the one to replace him or
atangira
her,
kukurwanya
and then he starts fighting against you.
birashoboka ko ari abo mwasenganye
It could be people that you've prayed with.
bumvishe ibyo Imana ikuvugaho
You've heard what God has spoken about you,
batangira kujya kubizirika ku misozi
and then they have started binding them on mountains.
batangira
They
kubirwanya
have started fighting against
ariko
them.
ntacyo uzaba
But you're not going to be anything.
ntacyo uzaba
Nothing is going to happen to
kuko
you,
ukuboko k'Uwiteka
because the hand of the Lord
kuri ku buzima
is
bwawe
upon your life.
icyo Imana yavuganye nawe
What God has
ngo
spoken to you,
kugikora
He
izagikora
will do it.
Imana si umwana w'umuntu
He's
ngo
not a
ibeshye
son of man that he should
nubwo
lie.
Satani n'abakozi be bose bahaguruka
Even though Satan and his
nubwo
workers
abavandimwe
stand,
be baguhagurukira
even when your brethren stand up against
nubwo
you,
bakugambanira
even when they conspire against
nubwo
you,
bajya batanga amakuru ngaciye muri iyi
even when
nzira
they give news that he has passed here,
ngo Yesu avuka
Jesus, when he was born,
Imana yohereza
God
abanyabwenge
sent the wise
ngo
men,
bajye kumuramya
and they went to worship him.
ngo umwami Herode arababwira ngo
And then when Herod told them that when you see him,
nanjye muze mumbwire
please come and tell me,
njye kumuramya
and then I can worship
ariko
him.
byari ibinyoma
But it was
kwari
deception.
ukugira ngo amugirire
He
nabi
just wanted to do bad to him.
abanyabwenge
But the
bagezeyo
wise men who
bamaze
were there,
kumubona
when they saw him,
Imana irababwira ngo
God told them,
ntimwongere guca mu nzira
don't pass through
mwaciyemo
that
muza
very way,
ahubwo hari indi nzira mbaciriye
you will pass through a different way.
hari indi nzira
There is another way
Imana iciye ku buzima
God
bwawe
has given you.
bari bazi ko uzapfiramo
They thought you die.
bari bazi ko uzagwamo
They thought you die from
ntugere ku
there.
mugambi w'icyo Imana
That you never
yakuvuzeho
get to the plan of God on your life.
ariko iyo nzira Imana iciye
But this way that God has created,
bazatungurwa nuko bazabona
they will be
uhagaze wemye
surprised seeing you standing.
bazatungurwa nuko babonye winjiye muri urwo rugo Imana yavuze muri kumwe
They will be surprised seeing you getting married even when they did not.
bazatungurwa nuko babonye bizinesi yawe ikomeye nk'uko Imana yabivuze
They will be surprised seeing your business flourish as God said.
bazatungurwa nuko babonye ako kazu kamazemo igihe bari bazi
They will
kutazagatinamo
be surprised seeing you advancing in that job that they thought you would not do.
kubera ko hari indi nzira Imana iciye
Because there is
y'ubutabara
another way that God has created.
ngo
for you.
Yozefu agira ishyaka
Joseph had a
aravuga ngo
commitment,
bene mama bagiye
and
kuragira
he said, my brethren have gone to
ndabizi ko ubu
get
barashonje
I think they are hungry
reka
now.
mbagemurire
Let me take food for
ngo
them.
akigenda
And as he went,
agera aho basanzwe baragira arababura
he went to the place where they're supposed to be. He didn't
amaze
find them.
kubabura ntiyasubira mu rugo
He didn't find them, but he didn't go back
aravuga ngo
home.
reka nkomeze ngende ndeba aho
He
bajyanye
said,
inka."
let me proceed and see where they are from.
ntabwo wigeze ucika intege zo gusenga
You have not been weary because of praying.
ntabwo wigeze ucika intege zo gukorera Imana
You have not been weary of serving God.
ntabwo wigeze ucika intege z'ibyo
You
bakuvuzeho
have not
ngo uhite
become
ubivamo
weak for you to stop
ahubwo
working,
warakomeje ukomeza ujya imbere
but you have endured and
icyo
gone
ni cyo Imana igiye
forward.
kugukiriza
That is why God is going to heal
icyo ni
you.
cyo Imana igiye kukwibukiraho
That is why God is going to remember
nubwo
you.
bavuze ngo uriyemera
Even when they say that you're proud,
ngo ibyo utanga byose ubigira ngo
that
bakurebe
the things you do is because they want
ngo
you to
ibyo
see
uvuga
you.
byose ubigira ngo
That the
bakumve
things you said you want people to hear you,
Imana ireba mu mutima
God looks at the heart.
izi mpamvu wabikoze
He knows why you did it.
ngo nabwo abageze iruhande abageze imbere ngo bamurebe akiri kure
Even that time when they saw him
ngo
from
batangira
afar.
kujya inama y'uburyo ki bagiye kumwica ngo kugira ngo inzozi ze
And they
baziburizemo
started conspiring to kill him so that his dreams die.
bakugiriye mu barozi
They went for witchcraft,
ngo kugira ngo bananize iyerekwa ryawe
for your dream and vision to come down.
abarozi nta mbaraga bagira
The witches don't have power.
satani nta mbaraga afite
The Satan has no power.
babuze impamvu
They failed to get a reason
kuri Daniel
for Daniel.
bajya kuyishaka ku Mana
They
ye
went to look for it from his God.
bakubuzeho ikintu
They have failed to get something
bajya
against you.
kugishakira mu isi
They
y'umwijima
have gone to look for it from the
kandi
dark
isi
world.
y'umwijima iradutinya
But the dark world fears us.
ni ukuvuga ngo ntugire ubwoba
Don't be afraid.
nubwo hari amagambo uri kumva
Even when
kuvugwaho
there are words that you're hearing about
nubwo hari
you,
ubugambanyi uri kumva
even when they
bukugendaho
are conspiring against
nubwo hari
you,
ikirere uri kumva gishaka
even when
kugwa
the atmosphere is
ntacyo
fighting, it's
bizagutwara
not going to take you
ngo
anything.
havamo umwe witwa Rubeni
One of them with the
arababwira ngo mwene mama
he
mwamuretse
said, leave our brother.
arababwira ngo muramushakaho
He
iki
said, what do you want from him?
arababwira ngo basi
And then he said, at least
baramujugunye mu iki cyobo cyacukuriwe
throw him
kubika
into
amazi
the pit
aho kugira ngo amaraso ye azababarweho
instead of his blood to be
ngo
upon
nta
our
kindi
hands.
yari abikoreye
That there is no reason
ngo
he had
kwari
done it.
ukugira ngo amubakize
It was because he wanted
ngo
to save him
barangije
from them.
baramwumvira
And then they listened
ririya
to him.
umva ririya ni iyerekwa Imana yasizemo
That was a revelation God gave him.
ririya iyerekwa Imana yahaye Robeni ngo bamujugunye mu cyobo cyacukuriwe kubika amazi
It's a vision that God gave to Reuben such that they throw him into the pit that had water in it.
Imana yari ibizi ko hari Abishimayeli yateguye bagiye kuhanyura.
God knew that there were Ishmaelites that he was preparing to pass in that way.
Kandi bari buze bafite buri kimwe cyo gutabara
And they
Yosefu.
would come having everything that was going to save Joseph.
Bibiliya ivuga iki?
The Bible says
Ngo bakimujugunyamo
that as soon as they threw him in the
ngo
pit,
Abishimayeli baturutse hirya baza
the Ishmaelites came and just there,
ngo bari bafite itara,
they had the lamb,
bafite indogobe,
they had the donkeys,
bafite n'amavuta yo muri ngoma.
and they also had oil.
Nukuvuga ngo
Meaning,
niba bamutaye muri iki cyobo
if they had put him under the pit,
birashoboka ko Yosefu yakomeretse yacitse
it
ibishebe.
could be that Joseph was harmed or hurt,
Ariko aba bantu baje bafite amavuta yo muri ngoma.
but these people had the oil to clear the wounds.
Birashoboka ko Yosefu adagifite imbaraga zo kugenda
It
n'amaguru.
is possible that Joseph could not walk again.
Ariko aba bantu baje bafite indogobe yo
They
kumuterekaho
brought the
bakagenda.
donkeys and then the donkey would carry him.
Birashoboka ko Yosefu yagize inyota, umwuma wamwishe,
It
afite
could be that
inyota.
Joseph was thirsty.
Ariko aba bantu baje bafite vino.
They had wine with them.
Kubwiye iki aka kanya?
What am I saying?
Ahantu bagusize
Wherever they put you,
ntabwo ariho uzaguma.
that's not where you're going to stay.
Icyo bagutegeyeho
Whatever they have,
si cyo kizakwica.
it's not going to kill you.
Hari ibindi Imana yateguye
There are other things God has
bije
prepared
gukiza ubuzima
that are going
bwawe.
to save your life.
Ni ukuvuga iki?
What does that mean?
Hagararana n'Imana neza.
Stand very well with God.
Iyerekwa Imana yaguhaye
The revelation that God has given you, the
ndetse
vision he has
n'impano
given,
yagusizemo,
and the gifts he has given you,
ibyo ni byo bigiye kukurengera.
those are the ones that are going to save you.
La fipo lige benor la riva renandi ya hitalema kosi evedo kalibedema ngabishimayeli bahageze
When the
ngo bamuritse itara mu mwobo.
When the Ishmaelites got there and then they lit the lamp in the pit,
Ngo babona harimo umuntu,
they saw there was someone,
ngo baramubwira ngo ngwino,
and they say, "Come out.
Imana nawe igiye kugukuramo.
God is going to get you out."
Nihe wari umaze igihe?
Where had you been for all this
Ni
time?
wowe uhazi.
You know that place.
Ariko nubwo wari uhari,
But even when you're there,
hari icyo Imana yavuganye nawe.
God has spoken something to you.
Imana ikoherejeho ubutabazi.
God is sending help.
Imana niguha umugisha,
May God bless you.
nikugirire neza.
May God do you good.
Nzagaruka dusoze iri
We
jambo.
will come back and finish this
Ndabizi
word.
neza ko
I know very well
ufite inzara n'inyota byo
that you're
kumenya
thirsty and hungry for the word
ndetse byo gukiranuka,
and for righteousness.
ndetse ufite inzara
I
n'inyota
also know that you're hungry and thirsty
byo kubona no kwinjira mu cy'Imana
for
yakuvuzeho.
you to enter into what God has planned for you.
Ndahari,
I'm here.
hagararana nanjye,
Stand with me.
dusenge,
We pray.
twambure ububasha Satani
And then we overtake the devil
n'abadayimoni,
and the demons.
gukora kw'Imana kugaragare,
And then the works of God might manifest.
twinjire mu byacu.
And then we enter into our promises.
Imana niguha umugisha.
May God bless you.
Shalom, shalom, shalom.